He sat on the same park bench every Sunday. His usual routine involved watching the ducks in the pond, occasionally tossing them breadcrumbs, and dedicating the remainder of his time to contemplating life's mysteries with a wistful smile. People often passed by, unnoticed by him, as his mind wandered. One sunny Sunday, as the leaves fluttered in their seasonal dance, a girl appeared, out of the blue, as if she were a gust of wind. She possessed curious eyes, which seemed to have been in search of something significant. Without a word, she took a seat beside him and turned her gaze toward the ducks. The man, surprised by the interruption to his solitude, raised an eyebrow but said nothing, stuffing another breadcrumb into his mouth instead. Then, like in a whimsical movie scene, she handed him a letter, a piece of hope folded neatly into a colorful envelope. He glanced at her with a mix of curiosity and skepticism, taking the envelope cautiously. Opening it with deliberate care, his eyes skimmed over the words written with steady handwritten strokes. "I've watched you smile alone for months. Maybe we could smile together next week." For a moment, the man was motionless. He couldn't remember anyone noticing him in such detail, let alone anyone reaching out to share his seemingly dull habit. He turned to her, now smiling broadly, only to see her wearing an equally radiant smile. They spent the rest of the day talking about everything and nothing, beginning their story that started with silent smiles shared on a worn-out bench. And as weeks turned into years, they laughed at how a simple bench letter had turned two strangers into inseparable companions, proving that sometimes the smallest gestures create the most profound connections. As they grew old together, they never stopped smiling. The bench became less of a seat and more of a memorial to their delightful bond, their laughter echoing amidst the rustling leaves, long after they had moved on. The ducks were the only witnesses to their unbroken smiles and everlasting love.